Calgary, you're curious about what's going on in the market, and I'm here to deliver. This video is a part of my monthly series where I cover total residential home prices in one video and each separate property type in 4 short videos just like this. Hi, my name's Adam Fife, your Calgary Realtor. If you're planning on making a move here, or if you have some questions about the housing market here in Calgary, go ahead and book a call. My calendar link is in the description right below the video, so let's get into it. Okay, so here are the numbers for detached homes in Calgary for the month of August. Now, we're going to start off by looking at this year-to-date stats package for detached homes in Calgary. Now, this chart is packed with information, so let me break it down for you. And everyone is really curious about price, so you can see that this is the 3rd month in a row that we've seen a decrease in the benchmark price. Sales, new listings, and inventory has fallen from the highs seen in March and April as well. And thank God new listings and inventory are also slowing down, because if they stay elevated, there could be a chance that we see an even bigger decrease in price. Now, let's remember that this is all of Calgary. We need to break it down into quadrants and communities to get the full picture. Next, I really like this graph because you can clearly see a run up in price and then it quickly fall off over the past 2 months because of rising interest rates. And not only that, you can see that the blue bars are inventory and the green bars are sales. So back in February and March, you can see that the sales actually outpaced inventory, which caused a very fast increase in price. So with our recent interest rate increases, you can see that sales have greatly reduced and inventory has stayed relatively the same with some minor decreases. So as the gap between inventory and the amount of sales gets larger, you can almost assume that prices will continue to drop. How much? Not sure. We will need to break it down into individual quadrants and communities. So let's do just that. Now, this graph here showcases each quadrant in Calgary. Now, this is going to help us understand what's going on within each quadrant, and there's a lot of good information here. You can see that the sales to new listing ratio in Calgary East was over 100%, which is really good to see. Whereas the city center, they were under 50%. Now, when checking out the months of supply, you can see the city center has over 5 months, which indicates to me that there is most likely some price reductions on the horizon. Now, places like north, northwest, southeast, and east are still somewhat favoring the seller. A quick look at the benchmark prices in each quadrant, and then a look at some of their percentages. So year over year, all quadrants are in double-digit price growth besides the city center. And month over month, every quadrant actually saw a decrease in price, even those quadrants where the months of supply is under 2. Rumor has it that there is another rate increase on the horizon coming in this September, so I would have to assume prices are going to continue to decrease all across the board. And with that being said, you really need to make sure that you understand real estate is a long-term game with an average of an increase of 3% over 100 years. These decreases that we're witnessing here won't last forever. Moving along, let's look at what price points are most popular in Calgary right now. And you can see that the $500,000 to $600,000 price point is the most active, where $700,000 to $1 million closely follows. Now, when comparing to last year, which are the yellow bars there, you can really see a shift to a higher price point here in Calgary. $400,000 to $500,000 was very popular last year, whereas $500,000 to $1 million is definitely hot this year. And I think this is really cool to see. There's a lot of movement in that middle class area. So here's a cool fact for you. Over the past 10 years, this year has seen the most amount of activity in the detached sector in all of Calgary, even outpacing that of 2012 and 13. I believe that is because of all the pent-up demand from the previous 7 years when Calgary was kind of in a lull. So I'm really happy to see that things are moving again, and I'm pretty happy to see that interest rates actually caused a slowdown, because we really don't want to become something like Toronto or Vancouver where prices are just absolutely outrageous. But that's all I got for you folks. I plan on doing these videos every single month, so make sure to subscribe for this high quality insight. Book a call with me, and my calendar link is below if you have any questions at all, or if you want to dive into these numbers a little bit deeper. There is still so much to unpack here, but I don't want to overdo it in this one video. So check out the channel for other relatable content. Until next time, peace.